Hi everyone, my name is Lyric Ada and I am going to present Chapter 1 Introduction to Research with my partner Mr. Leo Bala. So, research methods for business. So before I move on to the introduction, let's have first the learning objectives for this chapter. So after completing chapter 1, you should be able to first describe and define business research. Second, distinguish between applied and basic research, giving examples and discussing why they fall into one or the other of the two categories. Third, explain why managers should know about research, and discuss what managers should and should not do in order to interact effectively with researchers. Fourth, identify and fully discuss specific situations in which a manager would be better off using an internal research team and when an external research team would be more advisable, giving reasons for the discussions. Fifth, discuss what research means to you and describe how you, as a manager, might apply the knowledge gained about research. And last, demonstrate awareness of the rule of ethics in business research. Okay, so let's start with the word research. So, when you hear of the word research, what comes immediately to your mind, or what images do you immediately imagine? So, do you visualize a scientist in a laboratory with those burners and test tubes? Can you imagine the large datas or an Albert Einstein like character, or like an image of a magnifier, which is a very common, especially when you search it in Google Images. So actually, all of those answers is just a different aspect of research. However, research does not just necessarily characterized by the scientists in labs, Einstein-like characters, or this magnifier. So research is the process of finding solutions to a problem after a thorough study and analysis of the situational factors. So every individual is somewhat like involved in some forms of research. Like, for example, you are planning to buy a new gadget, like a new cell phone to be specific. So before you are going to buy a unit, you are going to do research first, because of course, you are going to consider a lot of factors like the battery should be long lasting, the operating system, the uh, camera should be clear, and then the memory also, and a lot more. So you are going to visit a lot of sites, like for example, Samsung sites or the iStore, or you can even ask your friends for more information and visit some physical stores just to gather all the data that you need for you to decide what exact unit or brand you are going to buy. So that is an example of research. Research in the corporate world also may help managers to give a better or good decision making for the organization. So that is how important research is, and for the manager to be successful and effective, it is also important that the manager knows how to go about making the right decision for the organization by being knowledgeable about the methods or the processes involved in finding solutions to a specific problem. So that is what this book is about research, its importance, and its processes. Okay, so let's have now the business research. So, what is business research? So, it is a systematic and organized effort to investigate a specific problem encountered in the work setting, which needs a solution. So it is an organized, systematic, database, critical, objective inquiry or investigation in a specific problem undertaken with the purpose of finding answers or solutions to it. So, business research is defined as organized and systematic because business research is done with a fixed plan. So, fixed plan or a system or a method that is done step by step to get the solutions needed for the organization. So it is also defined as a database, critical or objective database, because you cannot do research without bases. So you're going to read a lot of books, journals, magazines, or articles just to get the information you need for the research. And these data could be, wait, where is that? Quantitative data or qualitative data. So when you say quantitative data, these are data in the form of numbers. So these are numeric. So it could be a result of a measurement or a count or any mathematical calculation. So these data are gathered through quantitative or like structured questions. So when you are going to say qualitative data from the word quality, so there are these data is in the form of words or descriptive or description. It is describing of something. So um, these data are gathered through interviews or responses to open-ended questions or in observation. So let's say, for example, you are going to do research in a certain department within the organization. So, like for example, in the accounting department. So when you say quantitative data, so you are going to say there are 10 employees inside the or working in the accounting department. There are five males and five females. And then when you're going to say qualitative data, so you are going to say um, five of them are boys. So you're going to describe there are five boys and five females. They are like handsome. They are pretty employees. They are effective and they are efficient in their work areas. So those are examples of uh, data, the quantitative data and the qualitative data. So these data should be analyzed thoroughly, so the understanding is fully gained, which is necessary for the research. So is business research really important? Yes, it is very important in every organization because businesses can forecast early and future opportunities through research. And of course, the organization also and the manager, through research, they can make good and better decisions for the company. And through improved knowledge, they can also like prevent future growth related traps so the company can continue to prosper and maintain competition within the corporate world.